What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Family, what's going on? Hey, as you can see, Teddy Ray is on the move again. Teddy Ray is on the move again, but I had to support my minister brother, Minister Anthony Gray today. He had a performance for Uprising LA, which is supporting the youth and their creativity that they have. So it was a phenomenal event. Didn't get to make it back home in time to get in the studio. But again, just like the family members been hanging with me all this time, man, I refuse to cancel these shows, and I'm going to just do a live anywhere I can. But I got a good one tonight here. I see you're on here, guests. I don't want to hold you too long. I know that you are in the storm, so I'm just appreciative and thankful for your yes tonight. So let me go ahead and get the family member on here. 1 second here. 1 second here. I just sent you a request. Are you on?
Yes.
What's
Can y'all
going
hear?
on? What's
Can y'all
going
hear
on? What's
me?
going on, family? What's going on?
Yes, I am here, King. I am here. I'm a salam. Hey, everybody. I am here. Look, my feet cold and everything. Cause I came out in my what you call them things the kids wear them now. Them they look like them old Crocs, right? I'm coming outside with some thick socks and Crocs in the snow. And I said, wait a minute, let me go back in the house and put my boots on. But see, I didn't have time to change my socks, but they kind of damp, but it's okay. I got heat up in the studio anyway. But I'm up in here tonight. I sure am.
No, I'm not. Well, so you know how the podcast life works. Then we
I
stay on the
know.
move, but we got to keep it going. We got to
Yeah,
keep it going for the
I
family members
know.
and for the viewers, man. But first of all, I want to take the time out. You know how I always say I built this platform to give people their flowers,
Right.
people that inspire me in so many ways. And like I said before, you don't have to be a man to inspire, man, if that makes sense to
That's
you.
right. Oh, yes, it makes a lot of sense.
Mm.
Makes a lot of
And
sense.
I remember when I first started this podcast, you had direct messaged me and gave me some encouraging words to keep on keeping on. And I'll never forget that because, this podcast thing is it's a journey, man. It's a
Woo!
journey, man. And, we
Uh-uh.
definitely need to have a
Yes.
podcast village. And I'm so ever grateful and thankful that you're a part of that. You yourself, well, first of all, go on and introduce yourself because you have a phenomenal platform yourself. So go ahead and introduce yourself to the
I
people.
thought you were gonna do that, Ray. But I do it. Hello, everybody. Look, I know I got a lot of mouth. I'm
It sounds
sorry.
better coming from the owner.
And tell the queen I said hey too. Hey queen. But I am Angela Johnson. Everybody call me Miss J. Coach Angela Johnson. Miss J, okay? Oh my gosh. Where can I start? I'm so excited tonight, y'all. I got a big announcement to make after we finish.
Yeah,
Before we finish, rather.
yeah.
Um, I am and still is a practicing professional makeup artist over 30 something plus years. Still practicing. Matter of fact, I'm going to start my classes back up in March. Took a break, from doing it. Life be lifing. Um, I'm also I am restarting my 360 virtual coaching business for menopausal women back up in March, in April as well. Had to put that on hold because life was lifing. Um, and I am my baby. My newest endeavor is my talk show, Miss J's Unfiltered Talk Show and Podcast. This is actually this coming September will be my 6th season, and I swear I don't seem like it's been that long, but it had. I looked it up today. I'm like, wow, what? Yes,
You,
yes,
you
my
know what?
6th
And
season.
speaking of that Miss J podcast, I have the honor and the pleasure of being on there twice
Yes,
with a phenomenal. Actually, she's on now, Vasha, man. You
yeah,
had
that's
us
my baby.
listening. It was an amazing show. Had so much feedback from that show. I just wanted to let you know that podcast, that was an amazing show. Now, quick question though. What inspired you to get into the makeup field though? Like, were you going through a
I'm gonna share my
time?
story. I'm gonna share my story. Um, what really did it for me, and I'm gonna go back a little bit. This is what happens. This is the story I tell them when I do my class. Because people
Yeah,
ask me the
yeah,
same thing.
yeah.
How did you start doing it? Right? Actually, I started in high school, 12th grade, 10th grade. And got come and say had a little boyfriend, but what that little boyfriend was doing, that little boyfriend was putting his hands on me. Okay. But see, I wasn't saying anything all the way from 10th grade through 12th grade. But what I was doing, I started playing in makeup. All right. Because I was hiding the bruises. Okay. That's what I was doing. But see, my friends didn't know when I would go over there, because I had my face already made up, I would go to the house and say, y'all, let me put some makeup on. Let me put some makeup, let me put some makeup with y'all. I make their face up. But what they did not understand is what that was a comfort zone for me. That was my when I played in makeup, it seemed like it just took me away. That's the best way I can explain it. That was my comfort zone. That
Yeah.
was my escape mentally after something that just happened to me. You said maybe 2 or 3 days ago. You see what I'm saying? But I never said anything to nobody. Kept it to myself. You see what I'm saying? But I would just take some little makeup, cover my face, and gone on to school. You see what I'm saying? Got into 12th grade. So going out with him a little bit more and everything, but nobody never knew what was happening. Nobody never knew until I told it until I told the person. No, I didn't tell it. The person mother noticed something about me, and she came up to me in her house and she took her hand and did like this on my face,
Mm,
rubbed the makeup off, okay? And
mm.
that's how it all came out. When she did that, she said, I thought something was going on. I said, what you mean? She said, I could just tell your whole demeanor changed. She said, because I know he can be controlled. She said about her own son. You see what I'm saying? And I just told everything to her. And that was the day we finally broke up with one another, because his brother made very sure of that. Because when I say he whooped his behind, he whooped his behind. He sure did. And that was the day we finally broke up. I was in 12th grade. So that's how I started in my makeup journey. And it still is a makeup for me. Just like I'm doing makeup tonight, y'all. I was in my house just singing up something. It's just an escape for me. It's an escape for me. But my friends didn't know that what was going on with me mentally. They thought, yeah, we playing the makeup. I'm making their faces up. Yeah, we're gonna play some makeup today. But they didn't even realize how they was comforting me.
Right, 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 right.
I hope that makes sense.
And I'm pretty sure with the podcast as well, the guests that you have, because it does that for me as well. The guests comfort me in a lot of ways when they come on and speak about certain topics that
Yes.
can open up wounds or old wounds that I have
Yes.
before.
Yes. Most
You
definitely. Most definitely. But that's how I started with that, y'all. And I'm still doing it. Still love. My husband asked me a couple weeks ago, because he saw me planning my stuff for my classes and stuff. He said, wait a minute, you still doing that? I said, yeah. He said, you're not getting tired? I said, no. I said, long as this right here keep going, and they get a little tired now. Don't get me. I'll be 64 this year. My
know.
wrists get a little tired, for working on brushes sometimes. But I told myself, as long as I'm able to do it and I'm out here minding my business, people coming on in here, I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep doing it, till I can't stand up. I still can stand up with no problems. Yeah, still love to do it.
I got a question though, because
Okay.
it might help me as well. Uh, what keeps you keeping going in all the fields that you're in? Like I know there's been times, like you said, life be lifing, but how do you keep the same energy to be able to do multiple areas that you're in? You're doing makeup, you're doing podcasts, you're writing books and all that. When do you get me time to relax and just woosah?
Um, I get my me time. Now I'm not trying to be funny here, but I'm gonna say it and I'm come with it though. The reason why I said it, I get my me time when God finds his way to sit me down.
Mm,
Cause see, he done set me down several times, and I got several months of me time. You see what I'm saying? So, but I talked. That was a lesson taught to me as well. But it gets hard. I'm not gonna sit here and tell them, because I'm running 3 businesses. I am running 3. It might not seem like it, but I am. I'm running 3 businesses. I don't have a team. It's just me. And when I do my videos, when I do my intros, I'm the one doing all the editing. I do all of that myself. So it's hard. Now, yeah, I try to bring my hubby into it, but he be like, no, that's your thing, right? I do, but it's all me. But I always said, God gonna fix it somewhere, somehow. That I'm gonna have me a team before it's all this. If it ain't but a team, if it ain't but me and 2 other people, that's gonna be my team. I'm gonna have a team to do some of this stuff for me.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, I most certainly am. But I do it though. I have God to find time. He'll find his way to set me down. He's done it several times. But when he do it, that's when I start saying to myself. After a couple months have passed, I started saying to myself, okay, God. I already know it's time for me to chill out a little bit. See, I already can get that feeling when it's time for me to chill out for a while. And I do it. Don't y'all get me wrong. I love what I do. I love what I do. I love the people that follow me. I love my community. But I got to continue to love myself better and first. And them times when I wasn't doing that, I told y'all about that. Remember I told you about that, Ray? How I almost lost it? Because I did. I was going at it so hard. And then after I would look at it, and the reason why I was doing that, y'all, because it was a comment that a couple people was making, but they sort of meant the same thing. And I was trying to prove them wrong. And the comment was, you need to be consistent. You need to be consistent. When I kept it was 3 different comments, but they were saying in the same context, right? So when I saw this was a couple of years ago, when I saw that, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna really get on out there now. And when I said I got out there, I was out there. But I was humbling myself because I was trying to prove people wrong. And I don't worry about that anymore. I don't. I don't.
That was the question I was going to ask you. Are you okay with losing people that are close to you when you
Woo.
start elevating and they're not meant for you anymore?
Oh, Ray, yes, I am. Because let me tell y'all something about Miss Jackie. When I was coming up, I was that girl in school that wanted everybody to like me. But everybody didn't. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. And it's the truth. I'm gonna tell y'all why. And I don't know why people thought it. And to be very honest, grown folks still think the same thing now. But I never thought this about myself. Believe it or not, it was the opposite. I didn't even like looking in the mirror. That's the truth. That's the truth. But when I was going to school, I used to want everybody to like me. I used to try to be friends with everybody. But it wasn't like that. A lot of the girls didn't like me because they said that I thought I was cute. I never felt that way. It was the opposite, y'all. It was the opposite. I didn't like looking in the mirror. That's God's truth there. I did not like looking in the mirror. I did not like what I saw. But I realized after I got older, it was because of a trauma. Okay. But this was years. This was about 3 years ago. I really started realizing that was where didn't want to look at myself in the mirror came from. Okay. But I never thought I was cute. She thinks she cute. I never thought that. Never ever. But people thought the children in school thought I did. And same thing now, grown folks, when I was working at my job, thought the same thing. I used to hear them talking about me all that when I walk into the break room. And I'm minding my business.
Yeah.
And I used to say to myself, if they only knew. If they only knew.
You
But
know
I
what?
don't I don't mind losing people. I don't. Because one thing my grandma used to tell me, and I want y'all to hear this. See, I ain't mean to cut across you, Ray. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
One thing my grandmother said to me, she said, baby, she said, what you got to understand is anything that you do and you start getting good at it, listen there, y'all, and you start getting good at it, everybody that you want to put in that boat can't get in that boat with you. She said, and some of them not going to really want to be in there with you. I said, what you mean, Grandma? She said, because there's going to be one person in that boat that's going to have a pen that's going to try to sabotage it for you.
Yeah. No,
Okay?
that's wisdom right there. Because
Yeah, my grandmother, she told me that. She said, so just be careful who you try to bring along in the thing that you do. Be careful. And I have never forgot about that. Never ever forgot about that. Be careful who you bring along with you because some people they're not gonna be happy for you. They're not.
I totally agree with you on that. I say it all the time as I got older. I understand the difference between friends and associates.
Mm-hmm.
Associates are going to be associated with what you got going on, man. That's as simple as that. You
As
know,
simple as that.
but you
Simple
have
as
to
that.
be able to realize that and recognize that before it's too late.
As
Because
simple as that.
if you allow the associates to get too close to you, man, they'll make you forget yourself.
Mm-hmm. And that's what happened. I was just trying to be friends with everybody. I was just trying to be friends with everybody and didn't even realize they really didn't like me.
Yeah,
They did not like me. But I really thought they did.
yeah,
I really thought they did. Because we would go, sometimes we go to the movies together, sometimes we go to the football game. But them two, three young ladies, they didn't really like me. But I found it out later on through school. You see what I'm saying? Then that's when I started being a loner. That was when I just started being by myself all the time. Anywhere I went by myself. Football games by myself. After the football game, I come on home, straight home. When I started driving, my mom would give me the curfew to have a car in. I never broke curfew. I always went. It was by myself. It was by
yeah.
myself. Even through college, it was by myself.
Your true friends will love you from the ups and downs. The associates will just love you as long as you're stagnated.
You better tell it.
You
Woo
know.
wee! You just said where my bell is. You just said a mouthful there, buddy.
I'm just saying, like, as long as you're at the same eye level as your associates, they're your best friends.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what I'm trying to do now, right? I'm trying to share it out. I'm sorry, but I'm trying to get on my page and share this out. But we can keep
No, no,
talking.
you fine, you fine, you fine. I'm just having a good time talking to you. I'm just
I
honored to
know.
have you on tonight, man. I'm being honest with you. When I started this podcast page and this podcast journey, I never thought I would be a guest on somebody else's show. And for you
Right,
to have me
right,
on your
right.
show, man, it was a blessing. It was a blessing. It was amazing. And you have to understand that. That goes back to, I want to let you know as well, when God is moving and elevating you, you got to understand and recognize what season He has you in as well.
You better. You better do that.
Yeah.
And it took me a while to do that. It really took me a while
Yeah.
to recognize where I was at. I mean, I'm just being honest. Those that know me, y'all know how I get down. I'm very authentic, very transparent. But yeah, I can honestly say it took me a while to realize what season I was in, because I was getting confused at one point.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was getting confused, but then I realized I had to start go asking God, wait a minute, where I supposed to be going with this? You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? What I supposed to be doing? And Ray, as you now we'll tell you this, King, as you go on, continue on your podcast journey. It's gonna be some times where it's gonna be some times where you really want that particular person on your platform, but God gonna say, uh-uh. He gonna say, nah, And see, let me tell y'all what I did. This is true. See, when I heard that, I went against it. Went
Mm.
against it. And this is when I
Mm.
first started. And because I wanted that person on my podcast.
Mm.
But
Mm.
God was telling me, no, don't do that. Don't do that. I
Yeah.
did it anyway. I did this real talk. I did it anyway, right?
Mm. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But now you have to learn. I had to learn. Because I had nobody show me nothing. And nobody show me nothing. I'm going off what the young folks say off the top of my dome. You see what I'm saying? Try to finagle through it, right? I had a particular person on my talk show. Oh my gosh. Now, everything we have went through, they did the opposite. I was telling them, don't have the explicit music playing everything in the background. They had all that going on. Oh my God. But what did I stopped that? I stopped that about 15 minutes into it when I saw this particular thing start happening. And then I saw in the background, I'm talking to the person. Okay, after I heard the music, I text him. All right, I saw him turn the music down. Right, okay, he did that. But in the background of him, there go two dudes. You already know they're doing rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep them fires rolling. You know what I'm talking about, right? I'm
Yeah.
like, oh no. Click. sure did. I sure did. And he inboxed me. He said, "Well, Miss Chelsea, and I FaceTime. We FaceTime, and I told him, I said, no. I cannot have that on my platform." He talking about, "What are you talking about?" I said, "So you didn't know about your dudes back there in the back? You know, back of you sitting down." I said, "People see that." You know, you see what I'm saying? I said, "I couldn't have my platform, you know, to the point get flagged or somebody reported or what." No, he was claiming he didn't know. I said, "So I mean no harm." I said, "But just like I saw it, and I know the 5 other people at that time saw it, you didn't see the smoke and smell the smoke in the air."
Yeah.
I'm not stupid. So it's gonna be some time. You know, you're gonna be saying, "Yeah," but God will say, uh-uh. And see that when I did that, and I after, you know, he understood it. He understood it. He did. He did. And he claimed, you know, he'll get back with me, blah, blah, blah. But I ain't never reached back out to him. That was it, you know. But I said and I thought, I said, "Now, God, you told me not to do that." And I did it anyway. So yeah, it's sometimes that's gonna happen, my love. It is.
No, I appreciate that. You know, you actually just helped somebody tonight too, as well as myself. You know, it goes back to that favorite passage that I go on, which is "Be still and know that I am God."
Come on now. Yes,
That was a
I
be
did.
still moment for you. That was a be still moment for you. I've had many of
Yeah.
those myself, and to the family members that's watching, you got to recognize those be still moments, man, because God is protecting you from something.
Mm.
You know, and because you're sensitive and guarded, just like myself with my platform. We are very guarded and sensitive with our platform.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
that is what we talked about on your page, which is
Yes.
boundaries.
Yes. Yes.
So how important is boundaries to you?
Yes, exactly. Boundaries. But see, at that time, I'm just starting. You know,
Yeah.
to me, I would say I really didn't have no boundaries, like, you know, because I was just getting folks, you know, but as I start growing, and maturing in my platform, and like I said, nobody taught me nothing. I had to learn this stuff for myself, and along hearing God talking to me too. You see what I'm saying? And then here, one of my bestest was talking to me too. "You need to make sure you do so. Hear her talk to me as well. You see what I'm saying? I had to learn that. I had to learn that. So yeah, I hope somebody picked that little nugget up just then. Cause yeah,
For real,
you
man.
think
Because
about doing something like that, yeah, be careful.
yeah,
Be
yeah,
careful.
you got to stop worrying. Yeah, you can't be thinking about, you know, personally, I'm pretty sure you're like this as well. I'm not into it for the viewers and anything like that. So, you
Exactly.
know, when you're going to be authentic, you have to be authentic, and you just
Exactly.
be
Exactly.
authentic with yourself,
Exactly.
and just put the message out, and just let God do the rest. You know, that's all.
Exactly.
Just putting the message out and letting God do the rest, man.
Because
Oh,
you know what, Ray, I was sitting here thinking I went viral 2 times in 2025. I didn't
mm,
even know it. I didn't even know it. I didn't even know it until the first time. I had no idea, didn't know, until about a week after I had went viral, and I looked, and then I got some stuff from Faithful Metal. You know, I'm like, want me to update my payout, blah blah blah. I'm like, huh? What? And I saw them. I'm like, what? 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 I didn't even know. Then it happened again. But then look, the second time it happened, I caught on then. I was like, wait a minute, let me go see if I got an email. You see what I'm saying? But the first time I had no idea. I had no idea. But then when I found out, I remember going live and I was just crying about it. I mean, oh my gosh, I was sobbing. That was a moment. And then did it again twice. You see what I'm saying? That was a moment for me. That was a moment for me. 2025. That was. I needed though. To me, I needed that pickup. That mentally and that mentally and emotionally pick up at that time, because life was really life with me and my family in the
yeah,
last year. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I sort of needed that. I sort of needed that lift and that. All right, you see what I'm saying? I sort of needed that. I did. And I think those that participated in it, you know, because it's you that do it, the viewers that does that. You see what I'm saying? And I appreciate everything any of my viewers do for me or send me. I always appreciate it. Always, always, always. Because you don't have to do it. And if I share anything of mine, I appreciate it.
Since you've been in this podcast journey, what would you say the most rewarding thing that you have heard or received from a viewer since you've been doing this podcast journey?
Oh my Ray. Oh my God. I got so many. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes, I got so many. Well, one of them was when I was doing a show on the foster care system. And lo and behold, cause that's 17 years CPS, that's why I was in, okay? So lo and behold, so I got talking to my young lady, we interviewed and everything. We all on the talk show, we live talking. But before she got ready to end the show, she said, Miss Johnson, can I say something? I said, sure. She said, you might not remember me. When she said that, you might not remember me. I'm like, that's why they're like, huh? She said, but I remember you. I said, what are you talking about? She said, you were that worker. They used to tell me every time you saw me with the other worker that was bringing me in, you was that worker that would come up to me and hug me and you would whisper in my ear and you would tell me you can be anything you want to be. Don't ever forget. Ray, when she said that, it hit me.
Yeah,
Yes, I remember her.
yeah,
I remember her.
yeah.
That was a moment for me. And it took all of me not to just have not everywhere. Cause I was so full, man. Cause she started crying after she told me that. She said, you was the one that said that to me every time I came in. And after a while I got to thinking, I looked at her, I said, oh my gosh, it is you. I didn't even have an idea when I was doing my pre-interview with her. I kept looking at her, but you know how some say, well, like I know that person. You know, I kept saying it, to myself, but I never brought it out to her. I just dismissed it. But that was a moment. And a moment for one more, and another moment was when, like I said, I had so many. When a young lady connected with me through TikTok, and she's an advocate now for she's breaking the generation. That's one thing. Now, those that don't know, they're gonna tell y'all real quick. I talk about a lot of topics people don't like to talk about, okay? And like
Yeah.
to sweep under the rug, okay? But see, I'm that host, I'm gonna do it. We're gonna get that out there, the information out there, right? So this young lady contacted me through Facebook. And y'all know what? Let me share this with you real quick. That was the night I was getting ready to quit. That wasn't like that was gonna be my last show because I just had it. I just had it with people. I just had it with people out in my inbox, telling me I need to stop talking about this. Why you talking about sexual assault? Why you talking about molestation? I got so tired of people saying doing me like that. And that was the night I said to myself, okay, I said to myself, but I was gonna tell the people, I had about 2 more hours to go, time to go live. My home phone wrong. I don't usually answer that home phone, y'all. But some told me to answer their home phone. And I answered. And the lady, she said, Miss J. I said, yeah. She said, Miss J, unfiltered. I said, yeah. She said, I swear for God is what she said. She said, please don't stop what you're doing. She said, because I got a story God wants me to tell on your platform. I holler, y'all. I scream and I just cry. She said, what's wrong? And after I got myself, after she got herself together, we got herself together. I got myself together. I told her, I said, baby, I said, would you believe I was just sitting here getting ready to let tonight show be my last show? She said, no, ma'am. She said, don't you stop. She said, I got a story I want to share and God wants me to tell on your platform. Her story was she was being molested, her and her 3 sisters, for years by her father. Okay? That's what he was doing to them for years. Over 10 years. Okay, from baby, childhood, up to teenage years. So what she's an advocate now. She's breaking those generational curses. Her story went viral on TikTok, and she contacted me. Matter of fact, recently, She just contacted me about 5, 6 months ago. She's opened up a dance studio now. She's doing real good with the young ladies in the dance studio, everything. Man, yeah, I got so many that really, I do so many of them.
You know what?
So many.
Someone I was a guest on someone's show, and they asked me what keeps me going every day, and I told them because there's a me watching me every Saturday.
Yes,
You know,
yes,
you know that,
yes.
that's what keeps me going. That's what definitely keeps me going.
And
Um,
it does, I get that. It does, it's what keeps me going is the fact that I'm still loving what I do. I
yeah,
get tired. Don't get me wrong. I get tired. I do. And but y'all believe it or not, much y'all never talk. But y'all believe every time I get ready to have a show or be on somebody's platform, I get so nervous and have anxiety so bad. I walk on here, can't find stuff. Hubby said, "Babe, just calm down." I said, well, "Where is it at?" I get so much anxiety, y'all. Don't know why, but I do. But yeah, that's what keeps me going. I love what I do. I really do. And I love when people be on my platform, and after the show we always wait after the show about 10 or 15 minutes, and me and the host guest we'll have a conversation, and later
yeah,
on what don't we, yes, exactly, but then about a week later the personal people will call me back or inbox me back or tell me how them coming on my platform for the very first time, finally telling their story, finally saying what they said on my platform, how now that has sparked them to be able to go and face that person. You see what I'm saying? To start that conversation. Man, I wouldn't trade what I do for nothing, man. I really would. Like I said, I get tired. I do. I do. And yes, I'm slowing down. I'll be 64 this year. And my thing this year, 2026, is I'm gonna give what I can get.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
all of it.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
Everything that you got going on, how important is your personal peace?
Oh my gosh. Let me tell you something. My peace. And we talked about this, Ray, when we did one on boundaries. About how my son was treating me, and that was messing up my peace. Real 4 years of my peace being interrupted. It really has. But my personal peace. I can also say, before last year ended, remember what you told. I remember what you said to me on that show about boundaries, where it was gonna come a point where he's gonna realize, and he's not gonna like the man that he sees. That's what happened before 2025 ended. So now we're we're taking it slow. You know what I'm saying? But you had to forgive one another. We had to do that. But for 4 years, my peace was torn all to pieces. But now in 2026, what I have learned, and me and him have talked about this, I will not be, I'm going to say that again, that's what I wanted to see way back in the back, didn't hear me. I will not be inserting myself
Yeah,
into your household anymore. I can't do that. Because when I insert myself into your business, that disturbs my peace. That disturbs my peace. We only gonna do this when you really need to talk to me. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna be involved in all this back and forth stuff with other people neither. I can't do that. I will not do that. I will not do that. Because one thing I have learned, when you decide to let other people mess up your peace, only thing they do is going to the next person doing the same thing. They don't care about your peace no more. They done disturb your peace now. They done
yeah,
mess your whole mental up. They messed it up. So it's very important my peace to the yeah. I'm not dealing no more crazy mess, period. Cause I know how to do that thing with the phone. Click, and I'm one of the one that'll do it. I will click and then I'll block. Family members and all. Sure will. I am determined this year now because I know what I went through last year, the past 4 years with especially with that situation, and then just period with a couple other people pulling on me. No, I'm not doing. I'm not getting any younger, y'all.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, no. My personal peace is very important.
No, I agree with you because like I said before on one of my shows, my peace protects my triggers.
Yes, exactly, exactly. Let me give you an example
Yeah.
of how people can mess your peace up. And I did this other night on the live, and I'm gonna say it again. Give you an example. Me and hubby in there playing cards, chilling. That's that what's that card game? Penny Pat. Penny card, Penny Pat. So we've been playing cards. I get this phone call. Now what did happen? I'm listening to this person. Okay, this blah blah blah. Some they've been going through for years. Some this person, that person been going through for years, but I'm still listening. Now, what has happened when I hung see personal peace? What has happened when I hung that phone up? I'm trying to concentrate on my cards, and then after a while, I told my husband my son he won't play no more. He was like, "What?" I said, "No." See how do y'all see that analogy there? That I get see how that messed my piece up right there because I was listening to that. And the only thing I could have said was, no, not today. But I did. I chose not to do that. That's how you know when somebody mess your piece, your personal piece up. When it change your whole mood.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how I knew.
You're
So
absolutely
yeah,
right. Absolutely right. When people disturb your peace, you're not yourself anymore.
exactly. Exactly. And I didn't want to he said, I can't believe you let that person. I said, well, I don't want to play no more. Because what done happened now is this, y'all. Those issues that she was dealing with became my issues mentally. Did y'all catch that? Because now I'm worried about her and the children. You see what I'm saying? No word about her and the children. And that man hubby, Peter Pat game messed all up now. Did y'all get that? I hope y'all did.
I like what you said earlier when you said when somebody disturbs your peace, they forget about you, move on to the next person because they didn't.
Yes.
I don't think a lot of people realize that's actually true.
Yes.
Already accomplished the job. They didn't already made you a chef.
Yes. Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
All that, man.
Exactly.
But you know what?
Exactly.
I got a question. As you got older, though, what do you look for in your personal village, though?
Stability.
Mm,
Stability.
mm,
My personal, and to be very honest, believe it or not, other than God and other than my husband, I have
mm,
one best friend that I've ever had in my life. My son just turned 42 for 42 years because I met her when he was 6 months old. And he's 42 now. That's the only best friend, that's the only woman friend that I have. Period. 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 I don't have no other female, no other best friend of 42 years. Okay. I got my other friend. No. Let me back up. That's what I have for 42 years. Now I have my other bestie. She was my co-host for my talk show. When I first started, she was my co-host for a while until she went off in her little endeavor to do what she was doing. Miss Janet Brown. That's my other friend. So I really have two friend ladies that that I consider really friends to me. But my Audrey, that's the one of 42 years. She's stayed 10 minutes away from me. And that's we have movie night a lot. Yeah. Yeah. So I look for stability. I also look for loyalty. I
yeah.
look for that as well. Because at this age, y'all, look, I'm not going back and forth with no mess. I'm just not.
Well,
No, I'm just not. I am not going. Y'all still got to get the crown right. I am not going back and forth with no mess. I refuse to do that, and I'm not going to do it. I'm not. I'm not going back and forth. But you still got these older women, our age and everything, out here acting crazy. Out here fighting. with mini skirts and all that on and all that. I just can't do that, y'all. Give me loyalty. Give me loyalty and stability. Now I will admit, and I was telling my bestie this other night, I'm very clingy. I'm that clingy friend. Okay. I'm that clingy friend. I'm that one that you I'm that one that wants you to, I ain't gonna say call me every day. Hold on, y'all, I gotta put my phone up. I ain't saying, I ain't saying, I ain't saying call me every day. I ain't saying that. But yeah, I want you to call me sometime or two, you know. I'm like that. I'm that friend. I ain't gonna lie. I am. Let me look
I
at my phone, y'all.
knew podcasts, I knew about the makeup artists, I knew about all that. Uh, I didn't. Let's go ahead and dive into your greatness now. Let's go on and talk about this book that you got coming
Okay,
out.
hold on, hold on. Let me plug up. I'm at 1%. Hold on. I knew where it started. There we go. I'm gonna have to hold it for now on because I can't sit it on this tripod. And the charge is gonna make it stick. Well, well.
I
My
mean,
book.
it's a
Oh my
topic.
gosh.
It's
And
a
I'm gonna
topic.
try not to cry, y'all. Um,
So let's go on and talk about it now.
whew. Let me tell y'all something. And y'all forgive me, got a hole in there because, like I said, I can't sit up on the tripod because my charger blocking. Let me make sure it's charging too. Hold on, because I don't want to cut off. Okay, it's charging. Um, my book, y'all. I've been sitting on this for a while. For about 3 or 4 years, it's been in me. I wanted to do this, but I was scared. I'm not gonna lie. I was
What?
scared. Um, and this is the reason why y'all haven't seen me do a lot of talk show episodes so far since December 13th. That's the last one I had. Because for the past 4.5 months, I've been working on my book.
Your volume went down. Did she freeze? I think she froze. Sorry, family members. She's out there where the weather is pretty bad, so that's why we moved the time up to 6 o'clock. Maybe the weather then took us out. Look like she done tapped out. Let's see here. Let me see if she can get back on. Uh, Wait a minute. I see some family members on here. I see Lori Houston on here. I see Crystal L. Pett. I see you on here. I see Helen. I see Miss Dorothy Garrett. Prophetic Church. I see you on here watching. Thank you for coming on in here and watching the show. I do appreciate you. I'm just trying to see if I can see some family members. Wait a minute now. I see a family member coming on here. I see Gladys Ratliff coming on in here. Thanks for coming on in here, showing your love and support. Just waiting on the guest. The guest had lost signal. She's out there in the area where it's storming. So that's why we moved it out to 6 p.m. instead of 7. Hopefully I can get her back. If not, please watch the replays. It was a great show. Some great information. She was actually getting ready to talk about a book that she was launching in regards to the women that she just launched. And I was giving her the opportunity to talk about it here. No, I know I posted it earlier, Dorothy, that it was going to be 6 p.m. I'm sorry. Wait a minute now. I genuinely elevate. I see you on here. Thank you for coming on here and showing your love and support. Phenomenal show with you as well. I've been getting so much feedback from that show. Wait a minute now. My mother-in-law here is on here. Thank you for coming on in here and showing your love and support. You know what? I know you're looking like, this doesn't look like the studio. Well, that's because Teddy Ray is on the move again, like always. Starting 2026 on the move. That's just, I guess that's gonna be the phrase for this year. On the move, on the move. But no, actually, I was actually out here supporting a brother of mine, Minister Anthony Gray. He did a performance at a youth event called Uprise in LA, which was phenomenal in Compton, California. So I didn't have time to get to the studio. So, like always, I refuse to cancel any shows. You know, God told me to start this podcast, and that's what I'm gonna continue to do until He tells me the assignment is over. Miss J, are you ready? Let's see you on here. Uh, Miss J, go ahead and send me a friend request. Excuse me, a request to come on like you did before, so we can go in and promote your book, and you can talk about it, and then for the sake of your time and for the sake of your safety, we can go on and end the show here. Oh, you're on an iPad. Well, go ahead and send me a friend request. Send me a request on the iPad to see if it works. I usually do it on cell phones, but let's try the iPad. Send me the same request you sent me on your cell phone on your iPad. If not, we can do a telephone call. And there we go. Let's try it. I really thank you guys for coming on in here, though. A lot of people say, yeah, I see a lot of y'all say, I thought y'all was late. Well, technically, you are late. Having a family moment. Having a family moment. It started at 6, and you guys coming in at almost 7. Appreciate you, though. That's what family is about. Let me see here. I tried to. It said adding. You know what, sweetheart? Can you go on and center the cell phone so we can go on and get it on cell phone? Yeah, Dorothy, you know we be having family moments. Now I won't let you send it. My wife, my queen, is sending you a phone number. She's inboxing you a phone number to call in, and we can go ahead and do that from that. Let me try that. I'm gonna try. I just sent you an invite. Let's see if it works. But I see you guys coming on in here. Oh, you coming on in for the 7 o'clock show? I'll be off. Ah, man. Oh my goodness. It ain't working. It ain't working. So my queen just sent you a phone number, Miss Angela. She just sent you a phone number. Call that number. Just come on here. Call that number, and then we can go on and finish the interview. Because it's not allowing it on the iPad. Check your direct message. There you go. Are you on?
Okay.
All right.
All right. Sorry about that, y'all. I was trying to. It was charging. I thought it was charging, but it wasn't. It's plugged in, but I didn't have to push all the way in. My fault. My fault. Sorry about that. Hope y'all hear me?
Yeah, no problem. Go ahead and so let's go ahead and talk about the book that you have launching here.
Okay. Oh my gosh, y'all. As I stated about 3 years ago, I've been wanting to do this, and I was scared. I was scared to do it because I didn't know how some people would look at it, some people would think about it, my family would think about it. But actually, 4.5 months ago, I decided to go ahead on and start doing it. And it took me 4.5 months to do it. And I finally finished, and it's surrounding menopause. And the title is called From Being Terrified of Menopause to Embracing It and Becoming the Woman I Am Today. Now, I went through, I'm not going to get too much about it because I want y'all to get the book. It was, believe it or not, going through that journey, I was terrified. I was really terrified. That's why I named it that. That name came straight to me when I decided I was going to do this. I said, no. Just like I never told y'all, I said, well, Lord, I don't know what in the world I'm going to name it. And it came right to me because I was terrified. And we have to understand, ladies, men too, because y'all need to understand what we're going through.
Yeah, help the men out. Help the men out.
Exactly. And in my book, I talk to the men as well. I have a section where I talk to the men. But you have to understand what we're going through. And sometimes, some men are sticking there, hanging there with you. Some will be like, get out of this. I'm going to find me a young thing. That's what they'll do that too. That's going to keep it real. But it happens. It happens. But until you understand the process, ladies, my ladies, until you understand the process and until you admit, see, this is the thing with me. See, I was afraid to admit I was getting older. I was afraid to admit I was getting older. Now, ladies, a lot of us will look in the mirror and be like, I got this wrinkle here. But then you got to ask yourself, somebody have a chance to look in the mirror and see a wrinkle. Somebody have a chance to do that.
Come on, yeah.
But I want my ladies to understand, a lot of us, we're going through menopause. Y'all ladies, listen. A lot of us ladies, we're going through menopause. We just think that's the end of the world, but it's not. Now, I used to. Hold on now. Oh, yeah, I did. But I had to do some work. But see, that thing called self-reflection, it will hurt you if you ain't careful. But you got to go through it. That thing called self-reflection. If you have never done that, see, I did it. Butt naked standing in the mirror one day. One night I was crying or something. I had to. My grandmama told me it's going to come a time you got to do some self-reflection. But see, a lot of things come back to my head. I'm going to tell me. And it did. And that was when I realized, because I'm telling you now, I'm going to be honest, I used to walk around thinking I was perfect. I ain't going to lie about it. Yes, I did. But see, when I did that self-reflection, and I was honest to myself, I sat there and I opened up the traumas, everything. That put me on the path I knew I was supposed to have been on a long time ago. But I was running from it. And if you have never done a self-reflection, all I'm going to tell you, you better be ready for it. And you be serious about it. So when you do that self-reflection, you got to stand in that mirror by yourself, make sure nobody there but you. Because sometimes you just cry. I cried up some. But see, that's because I started asking God, tell me what I'm doing wrong. Show me what I'm doing wrong. Tell me what I need to do right. Tell me how. Tell me. Now, mirror us, I used to be kind of nasty to folks too. And tell them I need them. I did. But that thing called self-reflection is what put me on the right path of understanding me.
Yeah.
Understanding life. Understanding what God is doing. Because it's God doing. This ain't my doing.
Yeah.
We go through menopause and the brain falling out. That's God doing. That's another phase in our life that we be blessed for, to have. Because it's not privileged to everybody. And then we started thinking, we started losing our libido, all of that can come back, ladies. I'm trying to tell you. All of that can come back. All of it come back. So I'm glad I did this. So my book is for that woman that feels like they have lost their confidence. They have lost their intimacy. And so let me stop right there. Because people get it wrong. When a lot of people get it where intimacy, they always think it got to be in the bedroom. No, it don't. No, it don't. It don't have to be in the bedroom. I put up a post the other day that I was in the kitchen cooking. And all of a sudden, my husband came in there and started cooking with me, helping me finish up. That was an intimate moment, y'all. That was an intimate moment. I posted that. I posted a whole scenario. I said, in that post, I said, see, it doesn't always have to be sex. He came there and helped. I didn't ask him. He came there and helped me finish cooking. And he also helped me clean the dishes. That's an intimate moment. So don't always feel like it has to be in the bedroom because it don't. We can get our intimacy and our confidence back and our sexiness back, regardless how old you are. Don't y'all ever forget that. Because I'm a witness to this. I'm a witness to that. And I feel like those are the people that ladies need to get my book. And my men, I have a section in there for y'all. I do. I have a section in there for y'all. Now it's a bit. The days is pre-order. Pre-order date hits today, and I have it on Lulu. I have the ebook on Lulu, and I'm gonna put it in the comments. I have the ebook on Lulu, and I have the paperback and the Kindle on Amazon. Now everything is on pre-order. Okay, pre-order. The 12th of February, 11:59 p.m. The 13th of February is full launch. All the prices go back. You see what I'm saying? So now, starting now, it's pre-orders. You do your pre-orders in, yes. I'm excited. When I hit that live button, y'all, when I finally finished it, that's why I've been standing up 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning for a long time. And my body has started telling me. My body has started seeing it. It started showing up, and I know that's why here lately, I don't get up till 2 or 3 in the evening now. Because I know my body's trying to catch up. For all the couple of weeks, I'm standing up 2, 3, 4 in the morning, 4, 30, 5 in the morning. You don't even realize I was working on my book. I was determined to finish my deadline, and I did it. I made some mistakes, and I had to go back and correct some stuff. But I did it, y'all. And I'm proud of me. I'm proud of me. And I hope y'all, the ones that buy, I want you to give a review of it when you get it. And what I will do, since I'm not live, y'all can see me, but Ray, I want to give a copy away.
Okay.
How can I do this? Okay.
Go ahead and let's do the number thing, and I'll let you know who came up with the number. Text,
okay, I'm gonna send you the number.
Text me the number right now on this phone.
Okay.
And then I'll let the family member know who won the actual book. But Ms. J, before you do that, though, I want to let you know that I'm actually proud of you. I'm so happy to be connected with you in this podcast journey.
Thank you.
It has been an honor and a pleasure to have you on tonight, even in the midst of the storm. Just remember that in the midst of the storm, your yes tonight has weight. So yes. I'm excited about what God has in store for you in 2026. And it was just put in my heart, Ms. J, that maybe you should have like a forum round table of women to talk about that.
Yes, remember I tell you how my bestie be talking to me sometimes, cause she didn't, and you know what? She didn't even know. Nobody knew what I was doing. Yeah. My family didn't know. I kept it all. I just inboxed it to you, and I inboxed it to your queen too. Nobody knew what I was doing. I just kept it quiet. Because my mama always say, sometimes you got to move in silence. Yeah, yeah. And that's what I was doing. Check your inbox.
Okay, let me see here.
Your FaceTime messages. And I texted to the queen too.
Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Let me see here.
Because I couldn't text it to that number because I was on the number.
Okay, I have it.
All right. So y'all that's watching, I need a number from 1 through 60. 1 through 60. Let's go.
1 through 60. Come on, family members. Whoever gets the number gets their book free shipped.
Yep. And it's gonna be matter of fact, I'll get a paperback one because I got it on paperback as well.
Let's go. Come on, waiting on some numbers to come in.
Is anybody? Okay. If I got some numbers, let's go. I don't see nothing either.
I see some coming in now.
Okay, I see some numbers coming in. No, let's go. 1 through 60. 1 through 60. 1 through 60. 1 through 60. We going through it, sis. Yes, Trina. 1 through 60. Nope. 1 through 60. 1 through 60. Let's go. gonna send you one paperback. 1 through 60. 1 through 60. Nope. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Is Deborah the only one up there?
That's what I was saying too. No one else wants to get a free book. No one wants to get a free book.
She'll just get a free book. And she's the only one participating. That's it.
Okay. So shout out to Dietrich Mayfield for winning the free book.
I'm sorry, I called it Deborah.
Okay, we got some more people coming in here.
Okay, we got some more. Okay, oh, it's a delay. It's a delay. All right, okay, it's a delay. No, 1 through 60. It's a delay. It's a delay. That's what it is. It's a delay. No. It's a delay. That's what it is. 1 through 60. I'm sorry, y'all, but it's a delay. I realize that, Trina, but I got you.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Y'all getting close. Somebody getting close.
People get close. 1 through 60. 1 through 60.
Somebody's getting close.
People get close. 1 through 60. And I'm sorry about that, but it was a delay. We didn't realize that. I'm sorry about that. 1 through 60. Let's go. For my free book. 1 through 60. 1 through 60. 1 through 60. 1 through 60. Let's go. Let's go.
Ooh.
As the people get close. People get close. Y'all, when the person that win it, you have to read it, and please give me a review on it. No, wait a minute. No, No.
We got one. We got one. We got one. We got Rissa Farmer.
Where?
Rissa Farmer came up. Yeah.
Look
yeah.
at the number.
I know. No, look at it. It's a delay. You may see it later, but.
Oh, yeah. No, we got a winner. We got a winner.
Yeah.
We got a winner.
Rissa Farmer.
Okay.
But,
we got a winner.
But let the people how they can see you again, because I see some more family members that came in. Can you let them know the name of the book again and how they can purchase it?
Yes. Let me see. If you don't mind, can I go to your page while we allow to put it up on your?
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because it's a lot for me to say. I just rather just go copy and paste it down there. But Rissa, thank you. Hold on, y'all, so y'all can see. Hold on, y'all. I'm on my phone doing it now. Hold on, my loves. Y'all, hold on. Let me copy and paste this right up under your here it is. Because it's just too much for me, too long for me to say. No, It's just go on and copy and paste.
So what does Rissa do? Inbox you your information?
Yes, inbox me your information, my love. And they go to link right there. Copy link. Now I'm coming to your page now. Inbox me your information, my love. And I'm gonna send it to you. Okay, I'm up under the podcast now. There it is. Let me see. That's it right there. Yeah, I just put it in there.
Okay.
I just put it in there.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Well, Ms. J, if you have any final words that you want to leave for some encouraging words for someone that's watching the show, you have the floor now. But I want to say thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. This is bigger than this show. My relationship with you is bigger than this show. I mean, we are a podcast village,
Yes.
and we are looking to grow and help one another in this journey. So I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, and you have the floor now.
I thank you. I thank you as well, King, for even thinking about having me on your platform. Because as I stated one time before, and I'll say it again, you got a lot of podcasters, that like to be picky, who or don't want to collaborate with a person because for whatever reason it is. When they don't understand, all thing we have to do is work together, collaborate together, network together. That's all we got to do.
Yeah.
Because it's enough people out here to follow us, look at our stuff, everything. Everybody did to do that. I appreciate you doing it because you could have just as well forgot all about me.
No, I never do that.
But you didn't do that. I thank you for not doing it.
Yeah.
But now to my people that came on and watched, thank y'all. I apologize for my phone dying. I was trying my best to keep it plugged in, but I thought I had it plugged in, but I didn't. Y'all, please forgive me for that, because that's just not my kind of doing and being. But just understand, ladies and men, if you got some men listening, just understand the journey that us ladies, that your partner, your wife, your girlfriend goes through when it comes to that stage of life. For my men, understand that it's not you. Understand it's not even her. Okay? You gotta understand it. And I want my men to get educated on it. Okay? And I gotta say this, because a lot of men have done this. Several couple I know personally. When that started happening to their wife, they decided they want to leave instead of stick it out. Y'all don't do that. Get some education on it. Find out. Ask us, what can you help us with? What can I help you with? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Baby, what's on your mind? Talk to us. And ladies, understand, you cannot read your man's mind. Okay? Just because we're going through this doesn't mean that he's not attracted to you. You can't read his mind and be thinking that. See, that's me. That used to be me. Don't do that. Talk to one another. So y'all can talk to one another and be on that journey together. Because it is a journey. It is. And trust me, you'll come out on the other side. Y'all will come out on the other side. And thank y'all for listening to me. I know I love talk. I know I do. I love talk. Thank y'all for listening to me.
Man, Miss J, once again, I want to thank you again for blessing me and blessing the family members tonight here. Again, I want to say thank you. And you be blessed. And make sure you, when you get a chance to look at some of the comments, there's a lot of comments in there. Maybe you can help someone out with some nuggets or something. But phenomenal show tonight. Phenomenal show.
I forgot to mention, I don't know if I mentioned about my 360 virtual coaching. I'll be started back up in April, okay? So y'all look out for that. I do virtual coaching for menopausal women, okay? Yes, I've started it back. I've been doing it, but I put it on hold several months ago, but I'm going to start it back up into April.
Okay.
All right.
Well, again, thank you, and you be blessed now.
All right.
Bye. Family. What a great show. As you can see, Teddy Ray is on the move. As you can see, we're still having family moments. But that's what I love about being in a family village, man. We have these family moments that we can laugh about and cherish later on in life, man. Shout out to my special guest tonight, Miss Angela Johnson, for blessing me and blessing the family members, as well as educating men on the shifting in women's life. Man, I'm gonna dive into that book too. I'm gonna dive into the book too. I want to be educated, see what's going on the other side of the road. That's what I'm trying to see, what's going on the other side of the road. But again, great show tonight. Thank you guys for coming on in here so early. I know it was an adjustment, but you guys came on in and showed up and showed out like you always do every Saturday night, and hanging out with a family member. So until next time, family. God bless.